if you want to say anything, but I'll get a mover and a seconder. So David East and Glenn Livingston. Would you like to say something, Andrea?
No, it's just a very standard report, just pulling together a few bits and pieces to get this show on the road. Nothing that we were aware of. Sorry, I've got a cold.
Yeah, it's not good. There's a lot of it going around. I've been there, done that, and I called it the boomerang bug because it came back. Yeah. So is there any questions or comments that people would like to make? Yanni?
And this kind of ties into that whole Preston's thing and what's happening there. And I know we've asked for a memo to come back around the MOU. I guess from a staff point of view, I note that this is going to increase our operational expenditure at a time that we're trying to cut operational expenditure. So I'm kind of struggling to understand why we'd accept this becoming road reserve rather than a point strip agreement. Whose
area is this? Sorry, item number 18, the legalisation of land for road within Preston subdivision.
Really the question's around 4.1. Given our drive to reduce operational expenditure, taking on extra operational expenditure in this purpose, yeah, I don't understand why we'd do that.
Look, this is one we do have to take over these roads because of the subdivision, and we talked about the Preston's MOU earlier on. We have commitments to Preston's, and this would just be normal business.
So we're getting a circulation of a report on an update on the MOU, but I think this stands alone, so is the way that I read it, but yeah.
If I'm clear, we sold the MOE the land to do the school. They're now wanting us to take back some of the land and make it a road and then pay for the upkeep of it.
Sorry, say that again?
We sold them the land to do the school, right?
What?
Yeah.
We didn't sell the land.
The detail out in this if you'd like, because I didn't anticipate the question.
Yeah, sorry, I should have asked it prior to the meeting, but that's fine. I think just really if we could just get an understanding about, I think the concern would be going forward, if this becomes a common thing with new schools being built, the increased operational expenditure, you know, given that we're trying to reduce it, what is our kind of policy framework around it?
But the Ministry of Education have asked for this, not the developer.
A point strip is largely simply, effectively a fiscal mechanism between a subdivision and an adjoining landowner.
That's
We're
right.
talking about, you know, perhaps a metre of land at the end of the day. So it's land that ultimately will become road, and sometimes they're affected as agreements between private landowners and developers. All that I think the Ministry has signalled in this report is that rather than relying on that and having to negotiate with Preston's, they really want the council to be in the frame. So I think it's very much it's a very transactional item to allow that to happen. It really has no significant bearing in terms of cost.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. So, I mean, I can't see that's a problem, Yanni. I really can't. I don't.
Really, it's the future concern that if you think of Central City, laneways, road, you know, the more we take on to maintain, when we've got pressure on our maintenance budgets, then, you know, that is a concern. But I'm happy to support it today, put it through. But I think it would be good to get some understanding going forward around if we've got a policy on this.
Yeah, I do think this is a slightly different issue because it's about the Ministry of Education and the location of the school and not wanting to deal with the individual landowners. But so I don't see that will generate another report. So anyway, I'm going to put the motion. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried. How are we going for time? We've got a time to do another one, so we'll go back to... Oh, sorry, did I end the Finance Committee report before we'd finished it? Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I apologise. Sorry? 128, item 4. Sorry about that.